We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched. It's tipped.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of Sauerbrei.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Chicago ball.
Pass to Giddey. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Already such a terrific passer. Love seeing Josh Giddey share the wealth.
Mobley outside to the wing right side to the middle. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pass to Giddey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
Well, I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. A great skill development program showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
And here is Allen. Back to Garland. 6 to shoot. Giddey surveying the D. Pass to Buzelis. Caldwell Pope with a wide-open look. Good on the triple.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Mitchell outside. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Back to Mitchell. He takes it in. Takes it off the glass.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
Picked by Vucevic. Caldwell Pope outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here, have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Allen, that's good.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
Now here's Vucevic. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Hunter. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Now here's Garland. Giddey defending. Back to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether 2 big men could work together in the modern NBA. all working out, and every single year it gets better. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Garland. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
To the left side wing. Buzelis, no one around. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Hunter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Caldwell Pope outside. No good with the triple. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. And they double up Allen. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Clock at 2. To the paint. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And so it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope making highlights. For Chicago. He delivered 9. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Now Merrill. Down low. Here's Wade. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Jalen Smith taking flight. Get up, young fella.
Pass to Merrill. Inside. And stolen by Williams. Now here's White. Screen by Smith. Shot from 16. It doesn't go for him.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
Merrill with the ball. Still without a basket. The wide open shot from Strus. And the 3 off target. Right side, White. On the wing, Williams. Pass to James. Here's Okoro. The rebound by Merrill.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Tyson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
For Cleveland, they have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
And here's Strus for 3. Chicago leading by 12. Here's Giddey. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Now the Cavaliers with it. Pass to Porter. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Here's Merrill. Chicago grabs the miss. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The Cavaliers trail by 12. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It's Strus on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Max Strus, every once in a while, let him know I got some hops too, folks.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Series back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
First personal foul.
Cuts off the pass.
In for the Cavaliers.
Pass to Buzelis.
DeAndre Hunter. Donovan Mitchell.
Here's Giddey. 6 points for him. Now Buzelis, covered by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. The Bulls leading by 12. Always going up for the alley-oop here. One-on-one fast break. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, the length and speed of Evan Mobley defensively. He ignites that fast break.
And here is Giddey. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Back to Giddey. This one for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. .54 seconds left from the first half of basketball. Garland surveying the D. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mobley. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Caldwell Pope up top. Over Mitchell. And again, no good by Chicago. The Cavaliers trail by 10. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Come get it. Here's Garland. Great D that time from Vucevic.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
To the middle. Here's Buzelis. And so it's Chicago going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing by 10. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell powering through contact.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
I tell you, if you give Josh Giddey a lane to the cup, look out. He knows how to finish.
Under the screen. Donovan Mitchell attacks the iron.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Buzelis.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Mitchell outside. Back to Porter. It's up a three. Rebounded by Vucevic.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Porter. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Giddey, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Now Porter, still yet to score. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Great D that time from Vucevic. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The Cavaliers trailed by 10. Pass to Porter. And an intentional foul right there. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 8. Pass to Allen. Outside Garland. Clock at 6. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Off target with his 3. Chicago leading by 10. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Darius Garland, he's a true point guard. He said, I try to get everybody involved. That's how I grew up. My dad always said, play the right way and it'll come back to you. But with this kind of shooting touch, the Cavaliers have asked him to look for his own offense a bit more. Kevin, back to you.
Yep, more than capable. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Back to Mitchell. Stolen by Okoro. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Jalen Smith. Third personal foul.
Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Boy, this guy has been a completely different player in this half of basketball. Incredible.
Smith outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Garland had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, as the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And this offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Smith. No one near James as he lets it go. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Back to Mitchell. The wide open look here for Garland. Here's Mobley. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Bulls leading by 11. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, long-time record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coach to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Chicago making a switch here. Giddey, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Bounce pass from Garland. Pass to Wade. Lots of room. Buries the jump shot. And here are the Bulls now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Giddey, no good. There's 18 seconds left for the third. Tyson. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We've got more. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Bulls leading by 9. Now here's Giddey. To the paint. Here's Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
Well, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Giddey with it. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Giddey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So there's that combination of size and quickness when we're talking about Josh Giddey. Hard to defend, makes the defender commit right there.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pass to Allen. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Smith. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Cavaliers ball.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
To the inside. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
It's Giddey with the drive. Pass to Buzelis. Smith outside. Now here's Okoro. A three-pointer off the mark.
KYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
Several teams changing it up here. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And so it's Cleveland with it. 11-point game. Here's Garland. DB, given his accuracy, do you think Darius Garland will ever be in the 50-40-90 club?
You know what, Kevin? I think very few people have ever done it. Do I believe Darius Garland has the talent to do it? No question about it. He is a tremendous shooter and an electric young guard in this league.
Pick by Vucevic. Giddey. Plays it in off the window.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's Tyson.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this can turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Cavaliers.
He's off on the second. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Cleveland substitution.
Chicago leading by 11. The drive by Garland.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
Stolen by Mitchell. Allen outside. Garland left side. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
And that one misses.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
One of the things that Evan Mobley did that has completely changed his offensive game, he's gotten physically stronger. Now he can take the contact and still play.
Stolen by Allen. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Donovan Mitchell, just such a relentless scorer, and that high energy he brings is always a huge catalyst for whatever team he plays for.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that misback. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Chicago, again turning it over. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Garland. Giddey will pull it down. And there's the drive.
That's what Josh Giddey wants to do. Put pressure on you with his dribble drive ability. That's nicely done.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 9. Cleveland now, time running out.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Free throw, good. Allen.
Boy, in the era of stretch bigs, guys that can go out to the three-point line and absolutely make shots, I love Jarrett Allen. He is an old-school center, folks.
Here's Giddey. Driving the lane. It's stolen by Allen.
This has reached desperation time for him.
Oh, the power on that throw down.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
It's deflected. And stolen by Mobley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Here's Chicago. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And Caldwell Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus.
Green by Allen. Hunter. Vucevic pulls it down. And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul.
It's the first, that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Now Vucevic misses the three. The drive by Mitchell. Tosses it up. So the Bulls win it.